I think we can all agree that when it comes to Christmas, we can all think of warm, cozy, sweet things and sunshine and rainbows, but the last thing we think of is creepy or scary. I mean, especially since this was pretty much after Halloween. We need a good rest from all the horrors of real life. But sadly enough, Christmas can also, too, be creepy. There have been some cartoons, believe it or not, that do it justice. So here are the weirdest Christmas specials in animation. You might want to put some cyanide in those cookies in case, just in case.
Should I tell him?
Nah, it's Christmas.
Toasty!
After rewatching Camp Lazlo, it's quickly becoming one of my favorite shows because of how funny it is. And the humor has aged surprisingly well. This Christmas special, much like the show, is no different. Weird. But it's not on the same level as Billy and Mandy, which is why I include it, and also give it bonus points for being unique. In this episode, titled Camp Kringle, the crew meets a bunch of elves, which leads them to meeting Santa Claus. Master Lumpus is in awe by how luxurious the Santa Claus's house is. Santa Claus wants a nice, relaxing vacation, and the Jelly Beans suggest that he comes back to Camp Kidney. Lumpus, of course, doesn't want to leave, so Santa and Lumpus make a truce to where Lumpus will stay here and teach the elves, while Santa goes back to Camp Kidney for his vacation. However, things aren't going so smoothly at first for Santa Claus at Camp Kidney. After being assaulted by Raj with dodgeballs and basically being pelted in every direction, he decides to stay because of tetherball out of all things. I'm not even fucking kidding. After discovering he's a fucking tetherball master and kicking everyone's asses, he decides that he never wants to go back, which is obviously a problem because Christmas still needs to happen. So Laszlo and the whole camp desperately try to get Santa to hate Camp Kidney. They're failing repeatedly. They just sort of kind of forget that they had to end this special, and because of Laszlo's stupidity, Santa shows him how to make an actual tetherball court and gets reminded of Christmas, and then just kind of decides to go back. However, all's not good because Lumpus, of course, doesn't want to leave, and he's barricaded himself inside Santa's workshop, which leads to an epic battle between Santa Claus and Lumpus with his exotic, luxurious items. It's pretty badass, I can't lie. Santa kicks Lumpus's ass, of course, not before giving us a holly jolly ho ho ho. Can I just say this? This Santa, although is funny and cool, doesn't really remind me of Santa at all, which is really also why I put it on this list, as if any of the other shit wasn't weird enough. I mean, this is definitely a Camp Lazlo episode, I can tell you that. And then the episode ends with the whole crew going back to Camp Kidney, as well as Santa going back to his workshop, with Edward breakdancing at the end, telling us to have a Merry Christmas. Yeah, this has to be one of the best Christmas specials too, on top of it.
Should I tell him?
Nah, it's Christmas.
Toasty!
Season 12 was not a good season for Family Guy. And say what you want about modern Family Guy, but I think we can all agree that this season sucked because it contains the infamous episode Life of Brian, which is actually what this episode, Christmas special of Family Guy, uncreatively titled, well, simply Christmas Guy, centers around Carter canceling the annual Quahog Christmas because he hates the holiday special. This is the most generic, boring, cookie cutter, stereotypical Christmas special you could probably think of. And this is Family Guy we're talking about, so that's even worse. There were some scenes that were a bit funny.
So you guys know, I have a tarantula.
But this was mainly just the writers and Seth MacFarlane's way at trying to redo what they just did in episode previously, and that's killing Brian.
Given me I love you all.
Oh, fuck that. Because this is the second and last episode that the, well, at least at the time, new character Vinny was in. I can't lie, I know this sounds rich coming from me, but Vinny isn't even that bad of a character, but the fact that they chose to give him an Italian mobster voice is so just unfitting. And I know it's because Seth MacFarlane himself is a huge fan of The Sopranos and all that kind of shit, which kind of makes it cringe, not gonna lie, but I guess that should make this episode better because at least it's the episode that marks his last appearance. This was just a boring Family Guy episode meant to string together a plot that revolves Christmas due to the date it aired, when really they were just trying to reverse their shitty decision. Though I do remember a lot of people talking about it at the time. The fuck does this have to do with Christmas, man? They tried way too hard to make it all serious and lovey-dovey. Nothing about this makes sense. But even that, for Family Guy standards, couldn't be good. I'd give this one a skip. Star Wars Holiday Special. I'm cheating a bit with this one, but I'm gonna be brutally honest, and I mean it when I say brutally, because I'm gonna say it right now. I've never seen any of the Star Wars movies in full, at least. Don't even bother spoiling it, you douche, because I know a handful of them. I mean, understandably. The first movie came out in the fucking 70s. They were still executing people with guillotines. You probably know that fact. That's like the only thing people say. But weirdly enough, a year only after the original, I guess, at this point, classic cinema piece, because obviously Star Wars were going to be one of the most popular franchises of all time, period. For Christmas, they decided to make a holiday special that focuses on Chewbacca and his family out of all people. The ones that, you know, can't talk except make really loud, annoying noises. And this is a fucking hour long, at least. Now, originally this did only air on CBS, and George Lucas himself said he wanted all copies of this that were ever released to be destroyed. And that didn't clearly happen. But honestly, I think it's kind of wholesome in a way because, you know, I mean, shout out George Lucas. I know he's a perfectionist. It hurts to see the shit, but it's festive and it's. I guess you can appreciate it for a time. I mean, the thing is though, right? Star Wars fans are very diehard. Like this, like they're sucking the lightsabers, you know, like. So when they think it's bad, yeah, it's probably bad. Mostly, it's just fucking boring. It's just Chewbacca and them walking around. This is worse than all the YouTube content nowadays, and that's saying a lot, and I mean that. Look me in my eyes, and I mean that shit. But yeah, movie sucks, but I can appreciate the effort. So yeah, those were the weirdest episodes revolving Christmas or Christmas specials, really. It's late, man. I'm tired. I gotta end this shit. I just came back from work, so make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Especially me. See you guys next time. Peace. Have a Merry Christmas. This is Christmas or whatever.